Hello and welcome back to some more Dominion League action and to the conclusion of my match against Fullwagon. I started that, I think last weekend, something like that. I went 3-0, so that things went pretty well. I also get to start first, so hopefully can finish this one out strong. I am in contention for promotion, so definitely looking to do well here. Fortunately, we got tax on this board, so that mitigates the first player advantage somewhat. Let's see, we've got Sanctuary and Upgrade for Thinning. Which could definitely still be a factor, since we don't have any like multi-card trashers. There's also not like a lot of draw. There's Paddock. And there are villages. So we can use that for draw. That's pretty much, well, and Witch would be the other draw card. Not a, well, oh, actually, wait, there's Procession and Throne Room. Okay, so there's actually like a lot of villages. This could definitely just be silver, like everything that we want to buy costs 5. And I'll be able to buy a silver. I won't really be opening my opponent up to be able to do anything particularly interesting. I guess it could go Gladiator silver, but I don't think I want Gladiator as an early terminal, so I think I'm just going to take a silver. I mean, maybe it is correct to get a Gladiator, just because of the chance of hitting an extra coin could be the difference between hitting 5 and not. It's just if I go straight for Witch, which I think I do want to do, then we risk terminal collision from that. I'm just going to get another silver. Well, I guess I'm getting a third silver. Silver's a pretty good card here, actually, if only because of upgrade. We can upgrade silvers into throne rooms and walled villages for sessions. So I don't mind having a bunch of silver in my deck. I'm going to take the Witch here. And then the question is, do I get a second Witch or do I get a Thinner? Opponent doesn't have one yet. Either of them, I mean, which is pretty unfortunate for them. They got pretty unlucky with that. I think I'm going to take a second Witch. And then I'll probably take Upgrade next. I think that's going to be better than Sanctuary right now. Or is it? Because upgrading estates is not actually that valuable here. I mean, on the other hand, like, we're ultimately going to want the upgrade. My opponent just opened up the upgrade pile, so I guess that's going to make the difference for me. Okay, so we could grab a Sanctuary now. We're going to want some villages soon, I think. I do want to grab a Sanctuary. It'll give us plus buy, it's the only source of it. Granted, we don't really need plus buy that much right now, but probably just need to go ahead and get a walled village next, regardless of what price point I hit. We got the 2 Witches in the deck. I've got 2 Thinners. Would like to be able to play the Witches non-terminally. Yeah. Grab a walled village. Huh. We could definitely use another Water Village, but we could... I have a lot of my money in hand right now. Maybe I get a second upgrade at this point. I think that could make sense. Being able to throne horses would be really nice. So I am going to want to add some paddocks once I've got another village. All right, so if I draw... I guess Upgrade has to trash and Sanctuary doesn't have to exile, so it probably makes more sense to play the Sanctuary first. Now the question is, do I want to upgrade? I think I want to exile the estate rather than upgrading it. Like, I don't really want another silver necessarily. Rather just get thin. Okay, so we could upgrade silver into Walled Village or Throne Room. I think that's better than trashing a copper right now. Let's go Throne Room. And get a Walled Village. Opponent has trashed 2 curses. I have trashed none, but I think I've only received 1. Tax. I don't know what my opponent would tax that would hurt me, really. Paddock? Oh, well, okay, that hurts both of us. Yeah, let's just, if we, you know, we thin down some coppers, that's fine. Oh, I have enough to tax. I guess I tax Walled Village. Since I've got 2 of those and my opponent has none. Do I throne the Walled Village? I guess I probably do. Alright, we've got 5. I would like a paddock, but... do we want procession? We can process Walled Village into paddocks and then get more... yeah, let's take a procession. Oh. Well, that's not ideal. There's only 4 curses left, so processing the witch is not ridiculous. I don't get anything from it, but... I'm only going to be able to play 1 witch this shuffle anyway, so I guess I might as well. Alright. 3, I think... I do want a silver or a gladiator. The advantage of taking gladiator is I can process it mostly, as opposed to upgrading it. I do have 2 upgrades versus 1 procession, though. Yeah, let's take the gladiator. I think I'm going to take another procession here. Oh, I completely overlooked Triumphal Arch. Holy crap. I need to be focusing more on what actions I have. Jeez. I've got 2 walled villages, like 1 procession, 2 upgrades. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna take a procession. My opponent still has all 3 of their estates in their deck. All right, yeah. So trashing that witch, totally fine. Axe Sanctuary. Why? All right, so do we want to trash copper or stay here? Like, adding a silver to our deck is not bad. Also grab another walled village. We do trash copper. Trashing silver doesn't seem to make sense, because then we only have 3. And I guess we could take a Night Watchman. I don't know if that's a good idea. We can always upgrade it later, I guess. And then, yeah, I think I do just want another walled village. All right, we're gonna process this gladiator probably. Let's discard copper. Maybe we discard. Yeah, I'll leave the upgrade there. All right, we found a walled village. That's good. Another procession. Huh. I don't think I want to process Sanctuary or upgrade, so play Sanctuary. All right, I'm not exiling that because I can trash it. Well, if I'd known that was going to happen. Okay, let's get. We want another walled village, or do we want another throne room? Maybe we want another throne room. Maybe I should have processed the procession just so I could have gotten a paddock. Might have been a good idea. We grab another gladiator. A gladiator silver. Oh no, we should not buy a gladiator. No, we should absolutely not buy a gladiator. Huh. This cobbler seems kind of bad. Could grab a witch just to be able to draw. Could also just go walled village, tax walled village. I don't see any reason to process upgrade. Really want a paddock. Dang. When do I get a paddock? Maybe I will just take it. No. Maybe I should just take a paddock. Eat the debt. Probably fine. Just really want one. right, here I think I'm going to process the throne room. That way I can get another one. Do I want to exile this copper? I need stuff to trash with the upgrade is the thing. Right, this seems like a bad shuffle to trigger, so I'm not going to. Although we do have this Night Watchman in hand. Yeah, actually, I will trigger it because of that. All right, we can tax something. I don't know. Tax Walled Village again. I mean, I'm the one with the paddocks. I'm gonna tax paddock. Right. I don't mind having upgrade silver in hand. We got Throne Witch, which is pretty good. You know what? I'm just gonna leave that. It's possible I should have let that through so that I could be the one to buy Fortune, but I'm having a lot of trouble optimizing for Triumphal Arch here. It doesn't seem very convenient. Okay. So we could process the upgrade so that we can play both of our paddocks. Doesn't seem crazy. Although, unfortunately, we have to do it before we trigger the shuffle. Do I actually want to trash this silver? Another throne room? Yeah, I think I do. Right. So if we don't exile a copper, we have 7 coins, which doesn't seem super useful. So I'm gonna exile a copper. And probably want to get an upgrade back. I guess I got some arch points from... Oh, from the horses. Well, that's not gonna stick around. Should I process this walled village? I probably should. Get another paddock. Oh, the paddocks aren't terminal. I'm an idiot. The curses are empty. I'll throw in the upgrade, I guess. I'll get rid of this Night Watchman and turn it into a walled village. And just trash a copper. Okay, so... What now? Take another throne room. Throne horse is pretty good. Yeah. Wonder who has the last curse. Well, Fortune is ready for the taking. My opponent cannot buy it. I'm not actually sure how much sense it makes to buy Fortune at this point. The game is kind of close to ending. It probably still makes sense. Maybe not. We're not, like, drawing very effectively still. I'm the one with 3 paddocks, though, so I feel like my draw is going to come together a lot sooner. I think here we play horse and hope that we find a procession or a throne room. Right. So now we want to process the horse instead of... We could throne the procession, but I don't know if I want to do that. Process the throne room. That might be what I want to do. Yeah, that is what I want to do. Process. Throne room. Play horse twice. Okay, horse twice. Get another paddock. Now we can just process horse. Do another throne room. I thought that was going to give me points. I should have taken another procession, I guess. Okay, we need to think about how we're going to set up our draw with like horses and such. Top decking, I mean. Let's play upgrade. We could trash a silver at this point, but maybe I don't want to. We just trash copper. Create another copper. 8 coins here. We're gonna throne a bunch of them. Yeah, we're gonna be able to afford this fortune. I'm wondering about upgrading, like upgrade horses. Get throne upgrade horses. Take like throne procession. Maybe I want to double throne paddocks instead. Leaving the horses in my deck, I can do that stuff next turn anyway. Oh, I can... Get me a whole mess of horses. I just top decked 13 horses. That was probably unnecessary. 13 horses? That was actually way overkill. I did not realize it was going to be that many. All right, well, we're going to get a fortune. I could get more stuff and stay in debt, but I think we've got enough stuff. 13 horses. What the heck? That's such a waste. I'm going to play so many horses to draw other horses. Oh my gosh. I mean, like, I should have triggered the shuffle in the middle of doing that, basically. So that I would only top decked some of them. Alright, my opponent had the last curse. But yeah, this turn... Okay, never mind. I probably could have played that better at the end there, but I had built up a pretty sizable lead, so it was all fine. Okay, so we got Witch again. This time the trashing is awkward. Old Witch and Old Witch. Oh, I guess... Oh, that is interesting. We've got Count as the trashing, which is going to be hard to do later in the game. There's a temptation here to not get Old Witch because, like, if you're not playing Old Witch, then your opponent isn't trashing. Oh... 5-2. I would, yeah, I would do one of those things. Oh, we can get an Overlord. Okay, so if we get an Overlord, then the question becomes, do we do... do we pay 7 debt, or do we buy something else? I think we pay 7 debt. I don't think a Secret Cave or even a Smuggler's is going to be worth... Smugglers could be worth, depending on how things... Well, okay, they just took 6 debt, so probably not. All right, so yeah, we're definitely going to play Old Witch to start with here. Make sure I do the right thing there. And now is the question. So we could take a count, but we can play Overlord as count if we want to trash. We could take a Witch or an Old Witch. If I could have hit crop rotation, I would have just taken that for sure. But with the 1 debt, that wasn't very likely to see none of my estates. The other thing we could do is take a second Overlord. I mean, it's more flexible. It does leave us in debt for next turn, but I don't know how much that really matters. Yeah, I think I kind of like that flexibility actually, though, right now, even though it's a little awkward, I will admit, but okay, so there's a good chance that the curse that I just gave my opponent is in those 5 cards. A 5 and 8 chance. Played Old Witch. They drew 3 cards. So they had 7 cards in hand. They played 4 coppers. So they either had 3 estates, all 3 estates, or, which we know that they did not have, like, in their starting hand. So I think I want to play regular Witch. And who really knows whether that was the right call or not, but so now they shuffled. They have 2 curses. I've never had to make this call before like this. The thing is, if I play Old Witch this turn, I'm much more likely to hit crop rotation, which I really want to do. So I'm going to do that. Dang. All right. Well, so it goes. All right, so we got 3. So what are we aiming at this point? I mean, we could have a pretty solid count trash here. If we wanted to go that direction. I'm not sure it makes sense to do that yet, though. You know, the other reason to buy Overlord is because Overlord can be played as Smugglers. It occurs to me. There's no patron synergies. There's no plus buy. There is the smuggling. But yeah, I'm thinking in the end, it's going to be a pretty sloppy game. Ultimately, Swashbuckler Guildhall could be pretty relevant. That's something I want to kind of keep in mind too. Just go with Old Witch. Dang it. Okay, so we only have 4, and we drew our Overlord. That's real unfortunate. Take a patron. Start building up coffers a bit. Of course, we can do that with the Overlords too. Yeah, I think. Oh, patron. Oh, no, I meant villagers. Never mind. I confused myself by saying the wrong word. Yeah, let's get a patron. There is going to be some value in having you know, some variety in our deck that isn't just Overlords because of the magic lamp, so. Yeah, this is actually really complicated. Okay, so we've got like more money than we're gonna need right now. I mean, it would make a lot of sense to play a cursor just to do that. I'm trying to think if there's any other like utility thing I can do. I could smuggle a patron, but I don't really want to. Yeah, I guess I'll just play regular witch. Dang it. Did it again. All right, so now what I'm wondering is, should I go ahead and take Guildhall? Should I take another Overlord? Which can't be smuggled. Does put me in 2 more debt. Okay, I'm going to take another Overlord. It's just really good on this board. Huh. Interesting choice. All right, so do we want another patron? I mean, patron's fine. Well, patron can be drawn dead. Maybe I take Secret Cave. Yeah. I guess I could have taken silver too. That would have been reasonable. I found my curses. It's too bad there isn't some other like innocuous cantrip type card on the board. I'm just gonna play patron. Patron. Well, actually, I guess we don't have to. Well, if we want to keep a villager around, we do. I wonder if I should play Swashbuckler here. And I do want to finish off the cursing. Yeah. Make sure we get that in. And I think I am going to take Guildhall. That's the first curse I've gotten to trash. My opponent's gotten to trash too. But I'm still up on the cursing. No. Yeah, so I gave out more curses. Probably because of crop rotation. But now we're just going to be playing Swashbuckler. There's like no chance we activate the lamp here, right? I don't think so. If we play on, we can get another coffer. And I guess I might as well play the secret cave. I'm gonna do that. We discard 3. What are we buying? We just buy silver, I guess. In which case, this is a completely fine discard. Oh, crop rotation is going to help with this so much. I was thinking like, oh, am I going to have to play Overlord of Secret Cave? Nope, 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 nope. I can just discard the estate. This is brilliant. Get that treasure chest, get the coffers from the treasure chest. It's going to be great. We almost made it, but we didn't. All right, we're ready to province, I think. We got crop rotation to rotate out them green cards. We got mad coffers. We got more of where that's coming from. I wonder if I should just play this as patron so I have the plus action left. Seems that way. I think it's fine to just buy province here. Oh yeah, I still have 4 coffers left. Never mind, I miscounted. I was thinking like if my opponent somehow gets... Thank you. Gets the chest away, will I still have coffers to take it back? And the answer is yes, I will. Should I get another coffer or should I keep my villager? I'll keep my villager, I guess. It's gonna be so hard for me to whiff at this point. Do it, do it. Sad. This is this is amazing. So much gold. I guess this is just patron. We could smuggle the duchy. No, patron. So I guess this was all really down to the early crop rotation, I think, was what's got me so far ahead of my opponent. I don't really think we did a whole lot else too differently. Well, I ever 6-0'd anybody? I don't know. Hopefully I do, because I might need to be able to do that to promote. I mean, I don't I don't definitely need to, but it obviously would help a lot. That was weird. Okay, so what do we got here? We got governor game with not much draw, although governor can be used in a DTX context if you're like, you know, not using it for draw. So workshop any good here? It looks all right. The lack of draw, well, but there is the DTX thing. Yeah, so we could go like workshop ironmonger. What does capitalism let us do? Play storeroom mostly. Not super relevant, I don't think. Yeah, I think I am going to take the workshop. Camel training could also be relevant here, like gaining the golds so that you can get more golds with governor without having to actually use the action for it. I guess I didn't even mention the fact that there's no trashing, but that's going to make the hunting lodge sad and is a reason to want storeroom in your deck, I guess. Interesting question here if... Okay, never mind. I was going to say, if my opponent trashes, do I trash estate or trash copper? All right, I've got 3. Do I want to go ahead and get a camel train? I think it's going to do more for me right now than storeroom, honestly. Hate to see those estates in the starting hand with the ironmongers. I'll be discarding them. All right, good. I can get a governor. I think I would prefer that over hunting lodge right now. At some point we will want... Uh-oh. 50-50 chance that I can't play both my... Unless I have another ironmonger down there, but I don't think I do. Dang it. All right. I think I'm going to exile a governor over gaining another ironmonger. My opponent does have more governors, but I have more of like everything else. This is more coins than I need. I can't really do anything about that. I guess we're just going to take a couple governors. We're at the point where storeroom could do me some good. Give me silver. I don't want it. I think I'm going to trash into ironmonger and buy a storeroom. Humboldt Castle. That doesn't seem correct. Oh no. Oh no. Well, we can take the last 2 governors if we remodel the camel train and then storeroom for coins. Actually, we don't have enough coins in hand with doing that. We have to governor draw here. Probably have to governor draw. I don't really want to. Plus actions. Okay, now... just buy a governor, so we can exile governor, buy a governor. Workshop. Another ironmonger, governor. Trash. State to ironmonger. And I guess we're not playing the storeroom. It's fine. Files are already quite low. Ugh. More freaking silver. My opponent has a lot of gold, but only a handful of governors, so they're not going to be able to green quickly. I like governor remodeling because it's going to be hard for them to align their governors up with their golds. They don't have any of this ironmonger sifting that I have. I'm wondering about... Do I just take gold here so I can get a couple golds into my deck at least? And then buy a hunting lodge? I think that's what I'm going to do. I was also thinking about governor remodel into hunting lodge and buy hunting lodge. But I might need a couple golds, like, sooner than that. Just so annoying that my opponent is flooding my deck with silver. Okay, so we trash copper, trash workshop. Trashing workshop at this point seems probably like a good idea. Guess we need that. Okay. Crap. Guess we're gonna have to draw a little bit here. Don't want that. Seen almost all of my ironmongers here. How much stuff do I have in my discard pile? I have another ironmonger. I have a governor and a couple golds and some treasures. Ugh. Just really don't want to have to be drawing with governors, but I do. Yeah, I don't think it's correct for me to buy province here. I think it might actually be correct for me to go double duchy. So I have like more gain flexibility than my opponent. Here we go, governor for gold and then hunting lodge all this crap away. Oh, or we... Well, let's trash a copper. We can remodel silver to duchy. That might actually be the way to go. All right, camel train. Can you do anything useful here? I only have 9 coins. That's not good. That is not good. I guess I can get another ironmonger out of it. I don't think exiling a gold is going to help me. Oh, wait, fuck, I didn't realize that... I thought I had... Waiting. Oh, okay, that's good. Of course, my turn might not be very good here either. My opponent can buy... Never mind. They should probably just buy province. I was gonna say, if they could buy stampede... Oh. Well, that does lower piles. I think it's a good idea to discard this duchy. Okay, so... What can we do here? Can remodel the province. Could buy some castles. I probably should have done that earlier. Could also draw and hope. I guess draw and hope is probably actually better anyway. Uh-oh. Okay, now... So... Too bad I can't buy Haunted Castle. Or can I? If I remodel estate into Crumbling Castle? I could exile Small Castle and then buy Haunted Opulent if I have enough money. Or 7 and 6 is 13, which buys me a 6 and a 7. Yeah. I don't really care about getting... Oh, it's non-victory. Never mind. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna exile a Hunting Lodge then. Doesn't really matter what we do with it. No, they have to put... Well, okay, it isn't Ghost Ship. They don't have to put all the cards back, unfortunately. Huh. I don't know why you don't buy Province there. Sprawling is scary. Okay, I do not have my plus buy in hand. Boy, this is rough stuff. I mean, I can take the last two duchies, and my opponent... I could take, yeah, remodel into duchy and then take sprawling duchy. No, wait, that doesn't good, because then they just ended on Ironmonger. Yeah, I probably need to draw on. Painful. All right, so we do have another governor down there. I think we need to keep all these silvers in hand. So discard 7 cards. Discard the camel train. Well, you can governor remodel gold to sprawling castle. I don't know if we're going to be able to hit 19 coins. If we do, it involves discarding the camel train. But if we want to instead governor remodel the camel train, we can take the estates instead of the duchy. It's pretty painful though. This would improve the points output from that one card, but I don't think that makes it worth getting. Castle. Okay. So now we need to think some more. We can small castle and haunted castle for the 8 and the 9, then we can buy the 10. Can we also empty the duchies and ironmongers while we're doing that? If we do we win? We only have 2 buys, but we get a duchy off of... If I get 3 castles and 2 duchies. 2 duchies is going to get me to... Surely that's enough to win. We need to save the gold. Like sprawling... Well, we can trash haunted, but we might need the points. No, wait, we probably can't empty piles. Without, wait, or maybe we don't need the king's castle. 6 points for this, for the 2 duchies. 4 points for the sprawling. And some points for grand. And then we buy Ironmonger Duchy. So long as grand is worth at least 3, which it is. Okay, so if my opponent trashes into duchy, then I can just get a province instead. So I think I think we go small into sprawling. But we're going to lose points from doing this. For the small castle itself. I wasn't thinking about that. $5 points for this, 3 points for the duchy is 8. I mean, I think we can just remodel gold. Oh, oops. God damn it. I forgot. That's not how that works. Fuck. No, wait. Cancel. I have enough money to just buy the provinces. Right? Okay. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I feel bad about that. About asking for that undo. That's gotta feel like a salt in the wound. I don't know what I probably did on the play means. Yeah, I'm not sure if I think, given our strategies, that I was expected to win there. I kind of think not. I did have more, reliability and flexibility. But, I mean... But yeah, I mean, I was definitely behind and having to draw my opponent tons of cards by the end. So the fact that my opponent got as many governors as early as they did, and the flooding my deck with silvers really made it hard for me to get my deck humming, which is maybe an argument, in favor of what they were doing. Because, I mean, it's not like silver is a terrible card or anything, but, if I'm oh, I'm going to get a bunch of ironmongers and sift through my deck and find my governors, and then, that, it's well, you're not really going to do that if your deck is flooded with silver. So, yeah, I mean, I might have just gotten a little bit lucky there. I think if castles weren't on the board... Although, well, yeah, I don't know. That was a complicated one. With all the different governor options that were there with the castles and all that. So, yeah, I know what I was doing wrong. I was for some reason thinking I could. I just straight up could not governor remodel into Grand Castle. I was thinking I can either governor remodel into Sprawling and then small into Grand, or the other way around, but I couldn't do either one. And I just didn't need the castles at all because I could empty the provinces, and I just did not realize I had quite so much money in my hand as I did. Because I was thinking about it in terms of what could I... at some point I was thinking about it in terms of buying 3 provinces because I was expecting to have used all my governors for draw or something. I don't know. I don't know why I got confused about that, honestly. That was pretty obvious that I could just empty the provinces, and probably anybody who was watching this was like, what are you doing, you idiot? But I got so hung up on these other things. Nonetheless, I got there eventually, even if only because the auto play or whatever, the automatic resolution of my action forced me to realize it. which is interesting. If I'd been playing with somebody like IRL. I wonder if, you know, so I play governor and I'm like, I'm going to trash this gold into this grand castle. And then they're like, you can't do that. And I'm like, and then do I like realize that when the province doesn't like fly into my hand, or do I backpedal and like change what I'm doing and like remodel like a duchy into, you know, sprawling, and then play the small castle like the grand castle? I don't know what I would, you know, but it's interesting to think about the way that the different modalities of play can affect your decision making, even when the rules are exactly the same. Anyway, with all that having been said, a very successful match, obviously. So despite my 5-1 loss earlier, that has been more than offset by a 5-1 win and a 6-0 win. So I am going to be in a pretty good position to promote. I don't know exactly what I need to do across my last match and a half. My opponent, not my opponent, my nearest competitor is Spiraler, who I did lose 1-5 to. So I need to be finish ahead of them to promote. And they had 18.5 wins, so I needed to get to at least 19. I want to say I was like 11-7 heading into this, and now I'm 14-7. So I need to go like I need to win 5 of my last 9 games or something like that. I could be slightly off on that, but something like that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next week for the remainder of my league matches. Until then.